Hello peeps, welcome back to the Purple Rinse. You saw our top 10 worst Prince looks. So here we are now with our top 10 best Prince looks. Hang on to your hats. Let's go.
Well, let's do this.
10.
I know people are going to have something to say about this, but we've got Purple Rain. The Purple Rain look we've placed at number 10. Now I'll just speak to this. For a moment because I know there's going to be lots of issues with this one. Purple Rain for me is a great look. It's a classic Prince look, but it's just overplayed. It's just overexposed. Prince. You know, anything. There's even a Prince Purple Rain emoji, for goodness sake, on your phone.
Yeah.
You know? It's just I'm just overexposed to this image, so I don't appreciate it in the way maybe I should do. So.
But,
you know,
when at the time, what did you think?
Okay, at the time,
I get it got overplayed. Now, you know, we've seen it so many times over the years, but at the time when you saw this look, were you kind of, how do you compare it to the others?
At the time, I thought it was pretty cool. It was obvious. It was obvious that there was something iconic taking place, something that was going to be nailed in his books forever, and I got a sense and appreciation for that, you know. And at the time, you know, Prince was only, I don't know how many albums deep he was at this point, maybe, you know, 6, maybe 5 or 6 albums deep. I wasn't really kind of in the comparison mode yet, but I had a straight appreciation, and I was still marveling at Prince. I wasn't really in reflection in regards to Prince at that point.
Yeah, true. No, I don't. None of us were. We're just on the journey. We're just on the ride.
Yeah, we were still on the journey. You know, it wasn't in a place to start reflecting and comparing. It was just a few albums in. We're just getting to know this guy. This guy's just exploded. The image was great. It was incredible. And as time went on, I started to reflect.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I appreciate this image, but for me personally, it's just like the commercial Prince image.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what I think. Right. I liked it. It was cool. Very Hendrix. I think the whole vibe was more Hendrix than anybody else at the time. Was before he had, really distinctive. It was more unique in terms of style. This time it felt more Jimmy.
Yeah, I see that
on this vibe. And so yeah, this. I agree, was overplayed, you know, as we went on. But even at the time, I was kind of like, nah, it's cool, but nah. It was just too much going on. He was throwing all kind of stuff together, you know. Like he had the Dirty Mind look, he had the Regency look with the ruffle shirt. Then he had the lace pants, and it was just a bit too. And I get it. It worked. It was he hit it in terms of getting the world to go, this guy is next level. I get it. I'm just saying, for me, it wasn't my favorite, and that's why I put it at number 10. And we agree that it's number 10. The only look that I really loved, and if it was a look that he kept throughout that period, is when he's playing Computer Blue in the film.
Oh yeah.
In the film, I just love no shirt and that mask, that lace mask. That to me is just like, yeah, rock and roll, super god funkster. Anyway, I think we said enough.
9.
Number 9 is Around the World in a Day look. Now, there wasn't much other than the video look for this album, and this there wasn't much going on. There was just this one look, and I loved it when I saw it. I remember when I saw the video, I was like, the haircut was what's going on with the haircut? And it was a brave move. But I liked it. I liked the haircut. A lot of people didn't like it. They were like, no, I liked it from, you know, not only did he change the look drastically in terms of his hair, the music was so different from Purple Rain. And this is why I love Prince. He just went left. He just went left with the whole vibe. He could have continued Purple Rain 2 and be an even bigger star, but he decided to go left and mess people up with a whole different vibe. you know. And I loved it. I love the look. I love the suit with the clouds. The guitar. I must admit, I wasn't a fan of the shape of the guitar. I didn't really like that.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really like the guitar. I thought it was a bit sort of like. I mean, it works. I'm just saying, me personally, if I was to style him, I would style him a little bit differently, in terms of the guitar. But I have no problems with, you know, he kept a little bit of the ruffled thing going on still, but the suit was. That cloud suit was dope, worked for the video as well.
Yeah.
And only because there wasn't too much else that we could see visually, that this is at number 9.
Yeah. This the Around the World in a Day outfit. You know, the whole Around the World in a Day campaign, the entire experience for me is very mystical because there was nothing.
Yeah.
You know, out there, fans, try and think of how many images you've seen, promo images of the Around the World in a Day project. Nothing.
True.
It was just this one video. There was no video to Condition of the Heart. There was no the video to Paisley Park. There was Pop Life. There's no video to that. Basically, it was the album released and this video, Raspberry Beret, nothing else. So for me, it's like, it's like I wonder who he was around about this time. I wonder what we would have seen. I wonder what the image really was. We've only got this one video to kind of figure out what he was trying to say, but I would love to have seen more promotional material to get more of a flavor of what Around the World in a Day was about. You know, we get the album and we get a video, and really that's all we get.
Yeah, in terms of looks, though, I
really like the look. For me, there's something very mystical and kind of wonderful. Kind of fantastical about this. I mean, they say it's his hippie album, you know, and it's definitely, you know, of all the albums, there's definitely something, you know, going on in that regard with Prince. And I know that he was into his mushrooms. Apparently, he used to like psychedelic mushrooms, or at least psychedelic mushrooms.
Hey, what are you saying, bro? You sure about this stuff, man?
Bro? This came straight from the mouth of.
Yeah, true. I heard that.
You heard it. So, you know, hey, it doesn't get more closer than that, man. So, you know, Prince was apparently, he experimented with psychedelic mushrooms. And you might say that this album, I like to think this album was a consequence, man. But I really like the image. I really appreciate the image. I like the frills that were still going on from Purple Rain, which she carried over. The strap, you know, the kind of leopard strap and the cloud guitar thing. The guitar that we saw in Purple Rain, that was featured in Purple Rain as this kind of coveted guitar.
Hey bro, check the shoes. The shoes are still the boots
heavy.
are still
the
boots are still with the clouds on them as well, bro.
Oh shoot! My
man went with that he went in funky, bro.
Head to toe
in cloud and blue and clouds.
8. And number 8, we've got the parade look. You know, the parade look was kind of interesting. It's down pretty low on the list, and I like Parade. You know, I like Kiss. I liked what was going on in the film. You know, but the big problem with me for this era of Prince, he looked too much like a civilian. He could be somebody walking down Wall Street. He just the whole look was just a little bit too civilian for me. But I liked it.
Yes, I mean, we liked it enough that it's number 8.
Number 8, yeah.
So it's beating Purple Rain. So yeah, so we liked it enough. I mean, I liked the civilian look. I kind of dug the short hair. I thought he, you know, it's good that he changed again.
Yeah.
From Around the World in a Day. It was just another fresh look. So wow, Prince has changed again, and that was exciting.
Yeah.
You know, he was doing stuff and looking the way he looked that no one else could. He just cornered a section of the industry in a way that no one else could touch. Yeah. So he was always ahead of the pack in his look, whether you liked it or not. Yeah. Just ahead of the pack at this point. You know, and anybody else that tried it, you just look like a ripoff.
Yeah.
I think right here in the Parade look, he really was finding his own style. You know,
Yeah.
everything else you can say was a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I think the parade look was quite uniquely Prince.
For me, you know, I just favor the long hair. I'm a long hair guy, and I like Prince. I like the short hair. Just looked like a guy in the city almost.
Nah,
in the
man.
80s.
No.
For me.
No, really?
For me, it was a guy almost in the
A
city.
guy in the city. So
Almost.
Prince looked like
Almost.
boy, I'd like to. A guy in the city. You serious? You reckon?
It's
You
just, I'm
reckon
just
you be
thinking-
walking down? You be walking down the city of London, and you be seeing a guy look like that?
in a yellow suit. Yeah, not quite.
You
but
reckon? No,
if-
bro. No.
If you swap in 1980, if you swap the suit out for something grey with a white shirt and a black tie or something, he could just be a guy walking down Wall Street. You know,
No, man. You'd be like you be looking at that dude. Who the hell is that dude?
this dude, yeah, because it
You
would be the
still
high
would be
heels.
like,
The
who
high
is
heels
this
would give
dude?
him away.
This guy is fly, man. This guy is super fly.
7.
Well, number 7, my man rolls up naked again. This brother, boy, he likes to push the boundaries, man. This crazy. Yeah, I like this look. Even though it's not the first time he appeared in the buff naked. It's the second time, but this time he seems a little bit more confident than on the Prince album or the Prince sessions. He seems like the hair's long and it's flowing, and he's like, yeah, and what? All you cats out there in music land, let's see you do this. Let's see you do this. And on the album as well, on the album cover, you know, he pushes the boat out. I don't know if you guys know what he did, but if you know, let us know you know what he did on the album cover. Yeah, my man was just doing his thing. He was just doing his thing. So, what do you say about that?
Well, Prince, what can I say about this cover? After all the kind of outrageous outfits from like Purple Rain and Dirty Mind and, all the kind of, even Around the World in a Day, that he turns up with this album, Love Sexy, 1987. No, 88 actually, but naked.
88, yeah.
I just love that. He just turned, but naked. And I'll go there. He and for those of you guys, you can see the cover obviously right now. Notice the suggestive, what do you call it? Flower.
Well, I thought I was gonna let people write in and tell us what they thought it was. What's going on?
Maybe that's a good idea.
Now you're giving it away. What's wrong with you, bro?
I know. But bottom line, I just think this was a cool way to go for Prince. Loud, proud. This is who I am. I just love it. I was so impressed at the time when I saw this. I love the kind of soft pastel-y kind of colors. Well, not really pastel-y, but you've got the violet and the white there. The whole thing just works for me. His hair, his sideburns, his tash, kind of slightly thicker brow, the way the shadows work in there. He just looks like a cool kind of, here I am, in your face cat.
6.
Now, for me, for you could almost be number 1 for me, but it's not for whatever reason. I love this period of Prince. He's young, he's got his afro, he's still kind of Afrocentric. I mean, this particular image is a great image with the unk around his neck. There's just something about what's to come for me with this. The fact this is the foundation Prince, nothing too crazy. He didn't come in a Dirty Mind, or anything. He came in still pretty much just like a funk dude of his generation. He looks like anyone else around about what was happening in 77. And I like what Prince brought to the table. I like the fact this is the beginning. There's so much more to come. When I look back, I just think he had no idea. We had no idea. This is a special time, and he's still very much the guy around the block at this point with his fro. So for me, this is a very important time for Prince, a very important image for Prince. It could almost be my number 1. I can think of several reasons. But yeah, the For You image for me, man, that's the one. That afro just flying, proud and loud. Apparently, he was asked to cut his fro, and he said no. And the whole album, the whole concept was around they worked around the fact that this dude is not going to cut his afro or relax it, so they had to incorporate the afro into the first album cover. I just love that. Yeah,
I agree everything that you said on this one. Came raw, undiluted, but I think even though he kind of could have been another guy from that period, you could see there's an energy in this guy that is different.
Yeah.
You know? You
Yeah.
could see from the visual. I mean, maybe because, you could look back and say, yeah, you could see it, but I don't know. I wasn't around at the time to see it when it first came off the press.
Yeah.
But, looking at it, if you look at all the other stars who were big at the time, like Stevie Wonder, and who they would have kind of compared him to,
yeah,
this was a very unique individual arising.
Yeah.
It's like you're kind of familiar, but you're not. You know,
Yeah.
the name,
Yeah, just the print.
name.
Yeah,
with the afro,
yeah,
the leather jacket, the kind of bare chestedness that was going on. He had a lot of skin showing,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you kind of nailed it. So yeah, I really like this. I really like it's just raw and organic.
5.
Number 5, Prince. Now we are putting number 5, Relax Here, Prince, over number 6.
Oh, yeah, she's like that. She's like that.
Afro Hair Prince. So you liking the you liking the fried hair over the natural hair, bro? Is that what you're saying? Is that what we're saying?
The hot comb Prince.
We're loving the hot comb Prince over the. Was it? Do you know for
Over
sure?
the
Are we 100% sure that it was hot comb over like a relaxer? It was definitely a hot comb, right?
Yeah, it's definitely. I'm definitely looking at hot comb, man. That's hot comb.
That's not a relaxer. That's not a relax.
No, that's hot comb.
Back in
because
that day.
There's still some volume in the body at the top of the head.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
You know too much about that, bro. What's going on with you? How you know? What? You say hairdresser? You're a hairdresser as well.
I wished, man. No, if it was relaxed, it would be down to his scalp.
That's
still
true.
volume.
Oh yeah,
See?
yep. It's hot comb.
So he's
That's
just
it.
hot combed it, you know?
Yes.
You see that?
Yes, true. Well, I mean, I suppose here we're seeing someone that's going in. Okay, I was natural, funkified, soulful Prince. Now I'm gonna twist up the game and step aside, everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be, maybe I'm seeing the edge, and that's what I like. The edge is coming out, and he's not following anybody at this point. He's daring to be different. No.
Yeah.
I think this look really kind of said, all right, Stevie, all right, Rick James, all right, whoever else is out there, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why I like this look. It, it's, you couldn't quite. This is where he's making you stretch. What is this guy? What is he doing? Who is he?
Mm-hmm.
This is where the mystery starts to come out for me.
Mm-hmm.
This is where he becomes, an enigma.
Mm-hmm.
He's really, really tightening the mystery vibes on this one, I think.
Definitely.
At this point. And so that's why he's this look from the Prince self-titled album and the look around it works is because he's messing with heads, and we love when he starts messing with people. He starts pushing boundaries. And now he's like the same. He probably had the same leather jacket, but instead of he's had the lapels up now, the collars are up, I should say.
Yeah,
the collars are up. So he's like, yeah, what? He's working. He's working with what he's got. He ain't got no money.
He ain't got no money.
no
Oh, it's true.
He ain't got no money.
Just pop the colors. Him just pop the colors. That's like the upgrade. Just pop the colors.
I ain't got no money, but I'm gonna just pop the colors and come for you. And Friday here, I'm gonna pop the colors and Friday here, and I'm gonna twist you guys up. And that's all it is. And it works. It works. Anyway, enough said. Go on, my brother.
Well, in the same way, I just appreciate, he's starting to venture out now. You know, okay, it's time. I'm going to relax his hair. I'm going to pop these colors, you know, and I'm going to give you something different. This is when I Want to Be a Lover dropped. One of the most incredible Prince tracks, I think, of all time for me.
Yeah.
Certainly the top 10 Prince tracks, greatest of all time, I Want to Be a Lover.
Yep.
We spoke about that in the last episode. I love for that track. And yeah, man, I just, you know, I love not just his image, but I like everything that was going on at this time with Prince. When he done the American Bandstand in this kind of guise, you know, the way he'd flick his hair around, he recorded the I Want to Be a Lover video, Why You Want to Shoot Me So Bad. Just his whole presentation, his gold boots and stuff, or I think he had gold. He had gold leggings or something he was wearing.
He was coming for Rick James, man. He was coming for Rick James.
That's it. Oh, Rick James must have been.
And I would say he copped Rick James, man. I think he was like, you know. He took from Rick, no doubt.
Definitely. Yeah, I just really appreciate what's happening with Prince at this point in his career in terms of his look. It's edgy. It's like, you know, and what, as you were saying early on, there's a kind of and what, like there was no one else had the bravery, no other young Black American artist was doing anything or would dare to go anywhere near where he was going at that point. Yeah. And he just went deep. Number 4, Sign of the Times. So I love the Sign of the Times image. You know, I really liked Prince really pushed it. You know, he went for that kind of pastel pinky color thing going on.
Peach.
The hair was reminiscent.
Peach, bro. It was peach.
The peach, that's right.
Don't step on Jesse Johnson's now.
Oh, let me not even go anywhere near. But yeah, peach and black were the colors of the time. I just love what was happening in the Sign of the Times era. He really, really pushed it. First time you see Prince kind of wearing jean. I don't know if you know, on the Sign of the Times cover, you've got that kind of shot of Prince. It looks like he's kind of flying or stretching into the sky, and he's wearing jean. You very rarely saw. I think that's probably the only time you saw Prince in jeans, or in some kind of jean, which is interesting. But I just love what was happening. I love, you know, musically, the image. It all just fit really nicely for me with Prince at this time. One of my favorite albums, very experimental, and I think his look was kind of experimental as well. He was really playing around with stuff. Really pushed the androgyny as well, with the makeup and with the leggings and stuff like that. He was really, really pushing it. You know, he'd have like his kind of leather caps and stuff. He was really going close to the bar. And I love it, you know. I just love the whole kind of, hey, you know, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. No one else would dare to go anywhere near him. And I really appreciate where he was at this time. Yeah, Sign of the Times, man.
Yeah. I second that. You know, obviously, we agree on this listing. So, yeah, just to continue what you're saying, I love this look as well, very highly. And remember, this is about the looks, not the album. We're just going based on our favorite Prince looks. I loved what he was doing here as well. I loved him wearing the glasses. I loved it was just a really trippy, couldn't quite nail it down look. And you know, all the things, all the images around this time, you just couldn't quite nail it down. It was just magical. Yeah, I would say this was just magical Prince.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
The album was magical. All the shoots around it, everything he was wearing. Whether you just couldn't, you hadn't seen anything like this. He just got a collection of garms and looks together that just worked and was magical and otherworldly. I just loved it. You know, all the little different vibes. Vibes, and we'll show all those different vibes as we're going through.
Really
I just loved it. Love this. Boy, I mean, we must really love the others, because if we love this so much and it's still at number 4. This is, it was tough. I must say it was tough, but let's go.
3.
We've got Dirty Mind at number 3. Now, Dirty Mind, man. For me, man, when I think Prince and just the kind of gritty, edgy, just in your face Prince, taking no prisoners, doesn't give a for what anyone says or what anyone thinks. For me, the Dirty Mind image, this says it all. I love the fact that he's on the springs, the bed spring that he's on there. Again, the bed, there's lots of innuendo, and you know the springs are actually in negative, if you notice that.
Yeah.
Which just adds extra edge to me.
Yeah.
Just everything going on with Prince. Just these areas with a pair of pants on, man, a jacket, with his rude boy badge, you know, which he got from the Scar scene. Let's not forget, this is the first time we saw the rude boy badge. Yeah. And that came from Scar.
Yeah.
British Scar he was inspired by.
Yeah.
The two-tone vibe.
Yep.
That's where he got the rude boy. The rude boy is a Caribbean character.
You know what I mean?
Which is an interesting thing.
You got that from us over here, mate.
That's right. That's a very British rude boy. That's a very British kind of character from the two-tone scene. And Prince adopted that and pulled it in. And I just think more respect to this guy. This guy would pull from anywhere. I love the Dirty Mind cover. For me, the album, the cover, the look, it's just it's Prince, almost the birth. This is when Prince comes out, you know, fully formed. This is who I am. Watch what you're gonna get. You know, now I'm not joking with you anymore. Now I'm not joking. For me, that's what this album, this cover says. This look. Now I'm done playing. You're gonna get it. You know, you better get ready. You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
And that's for me what Dirty Mind is, man. I can go on, but I'm gonna pass it on.
Yeah. That's it. It was just this is the foundation for what was to come. This is the beginning in terms of where he nails his look from here on in is where he's like. It's a lot of what he's wearing here become, well, especially the Mac, the studded Mac becomes a staple.
Yes.
You know, so this is the beginning where you see that for the first time, and he's like, I am not playing that soft boy vibe you saw before, that sweet boy, that's dead. I'm gonna give you guys something you've never seen before. And you know what? On top of that, I'm gonna come in black and white. All you guys in color and stuff. You know what? I'm gonna come so dirty, I'm not even gonna give you color. I'm gonna give it to you black and white. This is how we going at. This is how we going. Just loved it because the first time I saw this, I was like, wow, this is someone that I am behind now. You know, visually he's on point, and then the music obviously goes hand in hand with the visuals. But yeah, we love the Dirty Mind because this was the beginning. This was the beginning of the cool looks that he came up with after that. Yeah. So all the other looks that he had after this, I think this was the beginning of him experimenting.
Yeah.
And being fearless.
Absolutely.
That's the beginning of him being fearless.
Yeah.
And just interject with the music, because we haven't really talked about the Golden Years albums, but this is where he just kind of flips musically as well. It's like he's like, you know, going, you know, a steady course of similar to everybody else in terms of the soul, funk, rock even, but then he just decides to record an album in his studio and comes up with like a demo and says this is it. It's like a demo, man. And I love that.
Great.
I love the edge of this album. But yeah, the look, banging.
2,
1999. 1999. Now, 1999 is when you have the super band, or you have Prince's what we'd say from the Dirty Mind period, the ultimate band. Now get a bit more money in their pocket, and
they ain't the super band for me, but maybe
I know what you're saying, bar a member or two. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
The super band is the Dirty Mind band.
The Dirty Mind band, yeah. This is the kind of next version, I guess, of the Dirty Mind band. This is the upgraded version. Brown Mark's introduced, and Des Dickerson. Des is always there, but Brown Mark replaces Jesse. Andre Simone, and who else did we get? I think that's the only change, actually.
For me, Andre should never have left. Yeah,
he should never.
He should have stayed. He should have stayed at least till this album. He should have stayed at least to this album. I get that he wanted to be solo, but anyway, I digress. Let's go
back to the image.
The image.
You know, this is where things get serious. The Mac that Prince has been wearing since Dirty Mind is now golden. It's now glistening.
No, it's purple.
It's purple, but with diamond. It's kind of glistening.
Yeah,
purple,
it's got metallic.
Metallic. It's got like a metallic look now.
Yeah. He's like got a little bit more money now, so he's dropping
a little bit more money in his pocket now. You know, you can see I can see like a Jerry Kell thing going on. You know, he's paying for it. It's not just a hop comb now. He's got money for some activator.
Yeah, he probably went down to a hair salon. Yeah, and they hooked him up. The sisters hooked him up, man.
They hooked him up, man. He's like, yo, I want to bottle some of that stuff, man. You know, I've got some money in my pocket now, you know, and they relaxed that hair, curly perm that up for him. So yeah, things are looking up at this point, and it's just again a classic look, 1999. What I love about, just a classic look. The purple is now. Remember, this is before Purple Rain. So we're slowly getting towards this kind of purple thing. You know, he's starting to really put it up there. The cover to 1999 is purple. The jacket's now turned from grey to purple. When we're getting towards that golden moment, it's building slowly. And I love the way 1999 kind of shows you that transition into this super being that really he achieves in Purple Rain. But this, I appreciate the kind of the cooking, the boiling, the prep work of what's about to happen with Purple Rain. I like where it's just simmering here. It's simmering.
Yeah.
That mega stardom is simmering.
Yeah.
And that's what I appreciate about 1999. I can feel the tension building in the imagery. And that's the frills are there, you know, within black. Just everything that we come to know commercially as Prince is just about to pop right here. And that's why I love this. That's why for me it's number 2. There's a significance to this image and what's about to happen, and I appreciate it for that.
Yeah, number 2 for us, as Justin said, is the 1999. I love it because it's like a look on steroids. It's a look on steroids. It's like his look on steroids.
Yeah.
It's his look on steroids. It's like, I'm just gonna amp it all up. What you saw before, I'm now a rock star, or I'm gonna be a superstar, and this is the look of a guy that knows he's gonna be a superstar.
Yeah.
You know, this wasn't the beginning of the Purple Mac, but it was the souped up version of the Purple Mac.
Yeah.
Especially there's a look on the inner sleeve of the album where I love he's wearing these gloves as well. Just as Justin said, he had more money in his pocket, and he just kept pushing. The whole look of that period was super cool. I couldn't stop looking at the the inner sleeves when I was a youth. Well, checking this out. It was just like, you know, it was just pure purple gold.
Oh yeah, purple gold.
Purple gold, baby, for me.
1.
I guess that brings us number one.
Number one. What do you think is number one? There could only be one number one. And number one is...
Controversy.
That's right. That controversy look, to me, is pure Prince. Pure Prince. That's the Prince that I think he's not looking like anybody else.
No. Yeah.
He, you know, he took, I mean, he had like a, especially on the album cover. Was that airbrushed? I mean, I don't know. The look that they got on that album cover.
It looks incredible.
I just love the look is just flawless with the mustache and the hair.
Yeah. The Dickie Bow thing.
Yeah, the Dickie Bow vibe he had on with the white shirt. But everything around that time, all the visuals I've seen of the controversy times, I know some of you understand what I'm talking about, where you just don't get enough of a visual, that you just keep watching it, especially as you're coming of age, you know?
Yeah.
You fall in love with your favorite pop stars or rock stars, or, you know, and you just want to start emulating them.
Yeah.
I didn't quite emulate that look, maybe because I had enough Marley going on to kind of counterpoint, balance it out, I don't know.
Yeah.
And some third world, I don't know. But what more can I say? I mean, he nails the purple look, and this was the beginning, I think, of the purple look with the jacket. With the trench coat, I should say.
Okay, people, we've given you our favorite top 10 Prince looks. We want to know your favorite top 10 Prince looks. So feel free to write down in the comments what you believe Prince's top 10 best looks are, or even just his standard best look. Let us know and we'll definitely get back to you.
Yo, Justin, hit the people up with what they have to do.
Okay, well, to keep up in the meanwhile, go to Instagram. The link's below in the info section right there. You can go check us out at Fresh Tape Susan on Instagram. You know, we're going to be throwing up some images and all sorts of stuff. Go check us out, man. Go hang out with us. Come and say hi. And we'll always get back to you guys. We'll always get back. So come and say hi to us at Fresh Tape Susan.